Jakarta, the case of former spokesperson for the Ganjar Mahfud National Campaign Team, TPN, Aman Wicaksono, who accused the police of being biased, has entered a new phase. The investigation into this case has now been stopped by the Jakarta Metropolitan Police. Indeed, the case has been stopped, said Jakarta Metropolitan Police Public Relations Division Head Commissioner Ade Ari Siam Indradi to reporters, Thursday, March 28, 2024. Ade Ari stated that the termination of the case is related to the decision of the Constitutional Court of the Republic of Indonesia No. 78, PU 21, 2023. In this decision, the Constitutional Court removed Articles 14 and 15 of Law No. 1 of 1946, which previously provided criminal threats for spreading false news or hoaxes that could cause riots. Article 14 and Article 15 of Law No. 1 of 1946 on criminal law regulations are contrary to the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia and do not have binding legal force. As decided on Thursday, March 21, 2024, he said, automatically, the allegations and charges will be dropped because Articles 14 and 15 of Law No. 1 of 1946 are contrary to the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia and do not have binding legal force with the Constitutional Court Decision No. 78, PU 21, 2023 since Thursday, March 21, 2024, he explained. Aman Wicaksono then spoke up regarding the termination of the case that was entangling him. Aman thanked the Jakarta Metropolitan Police. Aman expressed his gratitude to the Jakarta Metropolitan Police. Whatever the reason, I appreciate the leadership of the National Police, the leadership of the Metropolitan Police, including the investigators regarding what we have come to know together yesterday, where the investigation of the cases of Articles 14 and 15 of the 1946 criminal law regulation was then stopped. Aman said. Aman also requested that cases entangling others like Kani Rakahandini Bakrai and Palti Hutabarat, which were also reported, be stopped. This, Aman continued, is in order to care for democracy in Indonesia. This is in order to care for democracy in Indonesia. In our opinion, of course. Processes like this do not need to be continued because this is part of a process that can be explained, can be clarified, not answered with legal processes. Therefore, we need to mature democracy so that the democratic process in our country remains preserved. So, we believe that processes, like those involving Palti Hutabarat and Ms. Kani, do not need to be continued to the legal process, he explained. Aman's lawyer, Vincensus Mendrofa, also mentioned that they have received the Investigation Termination Order, SP3. Vincensus said the case was terminated for legal interests. Vincensus said the termination of the case was done for legal certainty. Last night, we were sent a letter from the Special Crimes Investigator of the Jakarta Metropolitan Police that the report related to Mr. Aman Wicaksono has now been terminated, or an order to terminate the investigation has been issued, explained Vincensus. Vincensus added that today, The police have returned the cell phone and social media access belonging to Ayman that had been seized during the investigation process. We have coordinated with the investigator to return the items that were seized by the investigator belonging to Ayman Witjacksono. We came here to pick up the seized items so they can be handed over to Ayman, he said. We have coordinated with the investigator to return the items seized from Ayman Witjacksono. We came here to pick up those items so they can be returned to Ayman, he said. We have coordinated with the investigator to return some items that were seized by the investigator some time ago. We came here to pick up the seized items to be handed over to Ayman, he said. What's the latest update on the case involving the former spokesperson for the Ganjar Mahfood National Campaign Team, Ayman Witjacksono? The latest update is that the investigation into the case accusing the police of being biased, which entangled Ayman Witjacksono, has now been halted by the Jakarta Metropolitan Police. Who confirmed the cessation of the investigation into Ayman Witjacksono's case? The cessation of the investigation was confirmed by the head of public relations for the Jakarta Metropolitan Police, Commissioner Ade Ari Syam Indradi. Why was the investigation into the case eventually stopped? The investigation was halted in relation to the Constitutional Court's decision to remove Articles 14 and 15 of Law No. 1 of 1946, which previously could be used to charge individuals spreading fake news with criminal threats. The reason the investigation was stopped is because the Constitutional Court, MK, of the Republic of Indonesia has removed Articles 14 and 15 from Law No. 1 of 1946 concerning criminal law regulations. This Constitutional Court decision stated that both articles were in contradiction with the 1945 Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia and did not possess binding legal force. Since the Constitutional Court's decision No. 78, PU 21, 2023 on March 21, 2024, the legal basis for continuing the investigation into these allegations became invalid, thereby automatically dropping the allegations and charges against Ayman Witjacksono. How did Ayman Witjacksono react to the cessation of his case? Ayman Witjacksono expressed his gratitude to the Jakarta Metropolitan Police and appreciated the steps taken, viewing this as part of the process of maturing democracy. What are Ayman Witjacksono's hopes regarding similar cases involving other individuals? Ayman hopes that similar cases involving other individuals, like Connie Rakahandini Bakrai and Palti Hutabarat, are also halted to maintain Indonesian democracy. What did Ayman's lawyer, Vincensus Mendrofa, say about the cessation of the investigation? Vincensus Mendrofa said the investigation was terminated in the interest of and for legal certainty, and they have received an investigation termination order, SP3, from the Jakarta Metropolitan Police investigators. Were any of Ayman Witjacksono's belongings returned by the police? Yes. The police returned Ayman's cell phone and social media access that had been seized during the investigation process. How were Ayman Witjacksono's belongings returned? The return process was conducted after coordinating with the investigator. Ayman's lawyer came to the Jakarta Metropolitan Police to pick up the belongings to be returned to Ayman. What impact did the Constitutional Court's decision have on this case? The Constitutional Court's decision to remove Articles 14 and 15 from Law No. 1 of 1946 had a significant impact because with the removal of these articles, the legal basis to continue the investigation of this case became invalid. What message does Ayman Witjaksano want to convey through the cessation of his case? Ayman wants to convey a message about the importance of a mature democratic process and how resolving issues should be kept away from legal processes that could hinder the maturation of democracy in Indonesia. My name is Fabri Daniel Manilu, and I am a computer science graduate from Pakuan University in Bogor, class of 2010. I began my studies at this university in 2005. And although my GPA did not meet the generally expected standards, I want to emphasize my specialized skills that I believe are highly relevant and can provide valuable contributions to the company. In addition to my background in computer science, I also possess skills in accounting, English, and law. I have developed these skills over time and am confident they can be a significant asset in many situations, especially in addressing complex challenges. My professional experience includes over 10 years of working in journalism. During this period, I not only developed strong analytical and investigative abilities but also the capacity to work under pressure and meet tight deadlines. I feel I am particularly suited for this position based on a unique combination of my formal education, specific skills outside my main field of study, and extensive work experience. It's important to note that there's a typo in my last name on my ID card. It should be Manilu, not Simamora. I was born in Bogor on February 5, 1987. I am very enthusiastic about the opportunity to contribute to your company and look forward to discussing further how my background and skills can meet the needs of your team. Why aren't you answering my question? Answer my question before I get angry at you. When I say I'm angry at you, just kidding, don't take it to heart. What time is it there now? Are you married? Have you gotten married? Did you get married? Are you currently married? You've made me angry. I'm truly angry now. Believe me, I'm worse than a demon when I get angry. It's when I'm angry that the good side of my humanity disappears. Listening to this song, I feel as if I've been hypnotized. I feel like I'm under a spell listening to this music. I also feel like throwing up after listening to it. This is truly a devil's song. My body suddenly feels weak and powerless. And strangely, I suddenly feel sleepy. My body now feels weak after listening to this song. For some reason, my strength has suddenly diminished. It's strange but true. This song really makes me weak and also causes me to lose consciousness. It's as if my soul is being taken away while listening to it. And oddly, my strength weakens as well. It's truly insane. Hard to believe, but that's the reality.